What's going on, world? You're tuned in to another TYSK report. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into these articles. UBTECH pioneers the world's first multi-humanoid robot collaborative training in multitask, multi-scenario settings at Zeekr. UBTECH has successfully conducted the world's first collaborative practical training program for humanoid robots at Zeekr's 5G intelligent factory, where multiple humanoid robots seamlessly collaborated across multitask, multi-scenario industrial environments. This initiative represents a key advancement in developing a general-purpose swarm intelligence system for humanoid robots, marking a major leap from single-agent autonomy to swarm intelligence. UBTECH's Walker S1 humanoid robots are pioneering this shift by deploying a network cluster to explore how advanced embodied intelligence emerges through swarm behaviors and high-frequency interaction with the physical environment. To support this, UBTECH has developed BrainNet, a software framework for humanoid robot collaboration, and introduced the Internet of Humanoids (IOH), a centralized control hub serving as a blueprint for the software and hardware implementation of swarm intelligence. For humanoid robots to collaborate effectively, UBTECH's BrainNet framework links cloud device collaborative inference nodes and skills nodes, forming a superbrain and an intelligent subbrain within the swarm intelligence system. The superbrain, powered by a large reasoning multimodal model, enables intelligent hybrid decision making and manages complex production line tasks. The intelligent subbrain, based on the transformer model, integrates cross-field fusion perception and multi-robot collaborative control to support parallel distributed learning, accelerating skill generation and transfer. UBTECH's multimodal reasoning model is trained on a high-quality industrial dataset accumulated from frontline practical training with the Walker S series across multiple automotive factories. UBTECH collaborates with leading industry players including Dongfeng, Luzhou Motor, Geely Auto, FAW Volkswagen, Qingdao, Audi FAW, BYD, BAC New Energy, Foxconn, and SF Express. The company's Walker S series humanoid robots are now deployed in more automotive factories worldwide than any other humanoid robot, having successfully completed the first phase of single-agent autonomous intelligence training. So it looks like we got some very informative news from out there in China, and they are progressing when it comes to their humanoid robots. On this channel, I brought you a lot of news related to companies here in the US, such as Figure AI, 1X Technologies, and Agility Robotics. So it's always great for me to bring you a variety of news so that way we can get a global perspective on what's happening in the world. But a great thing to point out from this article was the fact that they are finding a way to enhance the use case of these humanoid robots from that swarm intelligence technology that they implemented for those Walker S1 humanoid robots. So based on this milestone and this news from UBTECH, I do wonder if other companies in China are going to follow their lead and also use this technology, or find a way to create their own technology that is similar to this. This goes to show that worldwide companies are continuing to expand those humanoid robots, make them better, and grow their abilities, and the swarm intelligence could be something that will become normalized in the humanoid robot space. Also, another thing to point out from my perspective is the fact that I believe the industrial industry is going to be full of humanoid robots from all different companies doing all different types of things. And even though they're just getting started out with learning those different environments, doing testing, understanding what they need to do on a day-to-day basis, I'm thinking within 3 to 4 years, or maybe even less, these humanoid robots are going to be fully functional, taking on different tasks for different companies each and every day. This fusion-powered rocket could have the time it takes to get to Mars. UK startup Pulsar Fusion recently unveiled Sunbird, a nuclear fusion-powered rocket concept that could have the time it takes to travel across our solar system and maybe beyond it. Machine learning models show the rocket could potentially propel a spacecraft with a mass of about 2,200 pounds to Pluto in 4 years, less than half the time it took NASA's New Horizons mission, which was powered by regular ion thrusters. Rather than launch from Earth each time, several Sunbirds would be docked in low Earth orbit, ready to attach to spacecraft and propel them deeper into the cosmos. Static tests are slated to begin in 2025, followed by an in-orbit demonstration (IOD) of the core technology components in 2027, the company said. When fired, the engine could temporarily become the hottest place in the solar system, creating exhaust speeds of more more than 500,000 miles per hour. While Pulsar's goal to build and test a fusion reactor in space in just 3 years is certainly ambitious, advances in AI could help. The company has teamed up with US-based Princeton Satellite Systems to predict how plasma behaves under electromagnetic confinement. The machine learning simulations will guide the rocket engine's design. As I bring you these different articles related to energy, I'm wondering if fusion is going to be the energy that is going to make things a lot more efficient and speed things up for companies who are using this type of energy to power the different use cases that are going to be coming in the future. Also, a key thing to point out from that article was the words of AI being able to help this company. So I'm sure they are going to be leaning heavy on AI's capabilities to not only make the rocket better, but improve the rocket's capabilities to use the energy, preserve it, and all the other strategic things that AI will be able to help this company implement into this Sunbird rocket. But I do wonder if this is successful in the future, if this company is going to be teaming up with other companies to use this type of energy for people to take different trips to different planets or just to explore other places out in the solar system. We shall see if fusion is going to be number one in the future and for the years to come. New Chinese AI agent Manus is said to beat OpenAI's deep research. Chinese artificial intelligence startup Mania IM has launched a new agent called Manus, which reportedly outperforms OpenAI's advanced AI agent deep research. Manus achieved top performance in the General AI Assistance Benchmark, a third-party evaluation system for AI agents, according to the Beijing-based startup's dedicated website for Manus. Beyond the webpage, the company released a video of Manus across multiple social media platforms, and the program currently remains accessible only through invitation. According to the development team, Manus can flexibly utilize various tools. It can write code, browse the web, and operate applications to directly deliver complete task results to users. In these recent demos, the team sent a compressed file containing 10 resumes to Manus, and the AI agent reviewed the CVs, produced a ranking of candidates along with assessments, and ultimately generated an Excel spreadsheet. Moreover, the team asked Manus to compile a list of properties in safe neighborhoods with good schools in New York and to compare the performance of 3 stocks. A third-party developer who had tried Manus said that the product behaves like a proactive intern. It can also add tasks on the fly during the process, and all I need to do is wait for it to deliver the results. So when Manus came out on the internet, lots of people were talking about it, trying it out, and there were a lot of great things to say about it, as you were able to see a little earlier from some of those demo videos. But when it comes to technology, there's also another side of it. There were people who had other things to say about it, and we can see right here coming from this individual, he stated that he was running OpenAI Deep Research and Manus AI side by side. Now, Deep Research finished in under 15 minutes, but unfortunately, Manus AI failed at 50 minutes at step 18 out of their 20 steps. And it was performing quite well as this person was watching Manus output, and it seemed excellent, but running the same prompt a second time was a bit frustrating and it took too long. Also, this individual right here stated that he was trying Manus for the last 3 days, and he provided a list of good things and a list of bad things, and some of those good things include its ability to run scripts behind the scenes to execute tasks, and the plans to create to achieve tasks were well structured, but some of the bad things were it was slow, and sometimes the second iteration didn't work as well, and it got stuck on web searches and certain tasks. So based on the article I brought to you and those 2 outcomes from those 2 individuals on their experience with the Manus AI agent, there's some good and there's some bad, but with anything new that comes out, there's going to be hiccups. Things might not go as expected, but what we can learn from this information is that these AI agents are getting better. These companies are going to make them even more efficient that they were able to be in those times of testing them. So it's only a matter of time before these AI agents are put out into the world on a more consistent basis, and lots of businesses will begin to use them on a daily basis. Telos Electric MT1 mini truck gets a new pre-production prototype. Telos Trucks, the company behind a compact modular electric pickup truck, revealed its new pre-production prototype in Los Angeles. The San Carlos, California-based startup recently closed a $5.4 million funding round and is working with bespoke manufacturing partner Aria Group to enter the next development phase towards the final mini truck. The company said they have over 5,000 pre-orders for the mini truck, which is now known as the Telo MT1, that represents represents over 250 million plus in customer commitments. The interior has LCD screens housed in separate cutout plates, making the instrument cluster look more analog, and it uses materials like biodegradable cork throughout the cabin. The front of the vehicle is still entirely flat, which helps give the truck its spectacularly short design that makes it perfect for urban environments. The co-founder of the company, Jason Marks, is calling for more investors, partners, and customers to help make MT1 happen. Tello MT1 reservations are still open for $152, the same number of inches as the vehicle's length. The US could use a small pickup truck in a market that is still dominated by extra-large gas-powered trucks. So for you individuals out there who are looking for an electric pickup truck but did not want those big bulky vehicles, well, now you have this type of prototype that could be coming to the market in the future. Also, personally, I would love to test one of these vehicles out, so when they do come to production, or if they come to production, I will be looking forward to checking them out to see if I could test drive one of these Telos MT1 pickup trucks. Right Hand Robotics receives strategic investment from Rockwell Automation. Right Hand Robotics, a leader in robotic piece picking for logistics operations, has received a strategic investment from Rockwell Automation. The backing from Rockwell provides both financial stability and industry credibility to help Right Hand Robotics scale its Right Pick 4-piece picking technology. Right Pick 4 leverages artificial intelligence, computer vision, and robotic grippers to autonomously pick individual items of varying shapes and sizes in different workflows. According to Right Hand, its systems are actively picking millions of individual items per month with intervention rates as low as 0.01%. Rockwell's extensive global network and deep relationships with major industrial logistics firms could help accelerate the adoption of the Right Pick solution. Integration with Rockwell's automation platforms could also increase the system's performance and scalability. So that's just some of the latest news from another robotics company, and they are also going to be expanding within the industrial space. So on top of that news from UBTECH and with this news from Right Hand, it's starting to look like we could be 99% sure that the industrial space is going to be full of humanoid robots, machines like these Right Pick 4s, and all the other robotic machines that are out there looking to make industrial automation efficient as possible. The world's first electric sea glider just hit a major milestone. The world's first full-scale electric sea glider officially hit the seas for testing last week with passengers on board. Regent has been developing electric sea gliders since 2020, and in 4 short years, the company is now testing full-scale prototypes on the water. With backing from Mark Cuban, Peter Thiel, Lockheed Martin, and others, Regent Sea Gliders have secured a backlog of orders worth over $9 billion across 6 continents. Completing the first on-water test marks the latest milestone as Regent looks to unlock a faster, more affordable way to travel. Sea gliders are a new type of vessel that combines the speed of an aircraft with the convenience of traveling by boat. The sea gliders have 3 modes: floating on the hull, foiling above the water on hydrofoils, and flying with 1 wingspan on the water. The Sea Glider Viceroy is a 12-passenger prototype and about 50 feet long with a wingspan of 65 feet, and it's the largest fully electric flying machine that's about the size of a typical personal aircraft. Regent stated that the electric sea glider can travel 180 miles per hour with up to 180 miles of range from an electric battery and 120 kilowatt motor. With the next-gen batteries, it expects the sea gliders will be able to achieve over 400 nautical mile range within the next few years. So this electric sea glider looks like a very fun and exciting way to travel from one place to another, and with this type of sea craft, it looks like it would be perfect for those people who live on type of islands where they have to take ferries or some type of boat to get to another place. This seems like it would be a faster mode of transportation, which is something that I'm sure lots of people are going to be interested in exploring if it's available in their town or city. Also with this type of article, it's showing that the transportation space is continuing to shift in a new direction. So whether it's on a road, in the air, or on water, transportation in the future is going to look a lot different than it does right now. United Airlines kicks off its Starlink Wi-Fi sprint. Last year, United announced its intention to upgrade its entire fleet with Wi-Fi powered by Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. Recently, as of last week, the first Starlink-equipped regional plane is ready to fly. United said it only took about 8 hours to install the equipment, which is about 10 times faster than installing non-Starlink Wi-Fi tech. The carrier plans to upgrade a approximately 40 planes each month starting in May, with the goal of equipping the entire fleet of 2-cabin regional aircraft by the end of the year. So that's just some of the latest news when it comes to the world of technology. I hope you enjoyed the video, and to continue to stay informed, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, check out these 2 videos right here. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the next TYSK report.